PayPal stock has been getting a lot of discussion and attention recently, and I want to take the time to dive into where PayPal stock is right now and what the potential few months to years could look like if everything plays out the way some people say. So right now, as you can see, PayPal's been it's been beaten up over the last few years. Over the last 5 years, down 61%, but it's kind of gotten the attention of investors. And over the last 6 months, you can see it's up 32%. In the last month, up 11%. And then on recent news, it's kind of surging back up and gaining some momentum. They did have this come out just a few days ago about their new advertising platform launch. And on the news of that, jumping 4.5% in the stock market. And this is an initiative for PayPal to let small businesses use their traffic to generate revenue from ads. And I mean, we know how great the ads business can be when it's humming. So that will be interesting to look at. But I feel like everywhere I look, I'm seeing $PYPL. Exhibit A, PayPal. You see Weary Centurion all-time highs by 2030. Exhibit B. A lot of people are calling for a huge parabolic squeeze or a huge upside or huge price targets. And this has caught my attention because, I mean, for one thing, the more you interact with these things on social media, the more it's fed to you. So I'm getting a lot of opinions and things thrown my way on this ticker symbol. But even when you look at the options data, there is a lot of attention and options flow going on. You can see here millions of dollars of calls bought daily for the past 2 weeks at a strike price around $80. And a lot of people are looking at the fundamentals of the stock and saying it is extremely undervalued, and a lot of people have been beating up on this stock for years, but people are saying it's time to buy. You can see here TrendSpider, a huge name in the space, saying the stock is down 80%. This is a few days ago, but revenue is up 200%. And people are pointing to the fundamentals of the company, right? Trading at 10 to 11 times free cash flow, $13.7 billion in cash. They're buying back lots of stock. The strongest fundamentals ever, but yet the lowest valuation ever, right? So that should be ringing alarm bells for value investors. And this was a good kind of screenshot and overview of the company over the last few years. You can see revenue has steadily been increasing every year, and so has free cash flow. But obviously, you see all these things, you're like, no brainer, right? It's going to go up in the next few years. But when I think about PayPal, and this here shares the same sentiment, is I don't use PayPal. A lot of people, at least consumers, they are not have any sort of brand loyalty to PayPal. There's a lot of things that don't make it easy to use. And even this person says he's used PayPal since he was 12 or 13, but nowadays there's so many lackluster experiences that using them is just terrible for payment disputes, terrible for customer service. And he kind of points out the other options too. Zelle, Venmo, Cash App is a very competitive space, obviously fintech. And there was this great write-up that I recommend you go checking out by Hayden Motes. And he really dives deep on the next few years of PayPal despite this competitive landscape, and dives into their monetization and the long-term outlook. And he kind of comes to the realization here at the end that in the near term, less than 1 year, the stock may remain volatile and will require a couple more quarters of execution and raising that free cash flow, raising the revenue again. But it's a moderate contrarian buy is what their investment verdict was, in the range of $105 to $120 over the next few years. So it's a moderate buy for the guys at Hayden Motes. And they do have their cost base at $67 per share. For reference, it's currently at 76, so you'd be getting in a little bit later than these guys here. But I mean, if you're looking for something that is possibly undervalued in the next few years, this is probably a good bet to be on pace with S&P if they can just keep doing what they're doing, and hopefully the market sentiment kind of catches on like I see it kind of is right now. But kind of to wrap this up, I wanted to talk about this potential breakout catalyst that could happen for PayPal if this guy's theory is correct. So if you're not familiar by now, the ChatGPT has launched the agentic checkout where you can buy products in ChatGPT. They're starting to, well, they announced it. I'm not sure exactly when it's going to be rolling out, if it's not already. And that was a partnership with Etsy and Shopify. Both Etsy and Shopify are commerce platforms that under the hood, they use payment processors like Stripe, like PayPal. And a year ago, PayPal actually partnered with Shopify to actually power some of the Shopify payments in the United States, right? So there's a relationship there. And there is a potential theory, right, which could explain the unusual options flow for PayPal, where PayPal could be powering the payments infrastructure behind OpenAI's entire shopping experience, right? It's not too out of the ordinary to think something like that could be coming, because OpenAI has been partnering, and really all of these AI companies, just in the last week, we've had AMD, OpenAI, NVIDIA, Intel, they're all partnering with each other. And we've seen OpenAI partner with Shopify, with Etsy. All the companies are coming together in the name of AI because it just takes so many resources, and they're trying to do so much that's really never been done before. But it's not crazy to think that PayPal could have their hand in this as well. And if that's the case, then we should see a lot of buying power coming in and a lot of positive sentiment in the markets over the next few weeks. So I'm really interested to see if there's something cooking up here, and it's something to think about if you're an investor in PayPal or looking at the stock, is how they are going to be being used potentially in ChatGPT with Shopify and all those things. So let me know what you think about PayPal in the comments below. And if you have any stock ideas you want me to take a look at in the future, let me know.